Alright everybody, I'm on a lot of Facebook pages for bass fishing, crappie, and I see a lot of people showing their backlashes and talking about how they're cutting their line out and throwing stuff away and they hate baitcasters. I got a pretty simple setup here. It's pretty common. It is a Abu Garcia Black Max baitcaster. So I went and got this Laguna. Well, it's a 6.5 foot medium heavy. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first of all kind of go through the adjustment on the baitcaster. Now I'm not the best at this. I'm going to tie on. If you watched one of my other videos of me catching the hawk, you'll see all the pink pig here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this up and I'm going to backlash my rod and reel on purpose. And then I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of advice on how to get it out of there for you guys who are new to the baitcaster. Now the line I have is horrible for this pole. It's horrible in general for a baitcaster, I think, because it's like dental floss almost. It's real waxy. So if you got a baitcaster, try to avoid that flossy type line, because heavy cast and hard strikes, it binds itself up together inside of your reel. All right, so if you can see the pig there, when I click my button here, it drops pretty good speed. That's how you want it for casting, and that's in your adjustment down here, and drops real nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this thing up right now to where it just falls real quick and easy. A little more. All right, so that's a pretty quick drop. I'm going to go back here on magnet setting, I guess. I'm not sure what you'd call this. I'm going to turn it to actually all the way to minimum, so I really don't have any help from the rod. All right, perfect, got a backlash. So this is where I see a lot of people cutting their line, throwing their rod and reel away. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. These backlashes are so easy to get out. I've caught fish on the cast with a backlash, undone it, and got the fish to the bank. So I mean, it's possible. I'll show you how to get rid of it. Keep your button down. As you start pulling on it, you'll find a spot that's usually wrapped over it. So then what I do is I take whatever I can and I just pull it out. Now, once I get to where I know I'm going to get it out, I've seen a lot of people try to talk about how to fix a backlash, and I never see anyone say this very important detail. This is just to kind of show you. So right here is about where I'd want to start cranking this thing up, being that my line here and my line reeling in is in the same straight line. Now if I were to go over here, kind of see that angle? You got the line coming in over here, over here, and it's on the reel over here. So it's creating a bind already. That's not good. So keep pulling past that. Keep pulling past that until you get a nice, even straight line right there. And then I click it. Always make sure that you're not leaning your rod down where your string is going to get caught up in your handle here on your crank, because that's usually the biggest problem. Once I get out of a backlash, I create another one. So right here you'll see here's another one. I don't know if you can see that or not. I just grab that thing, pull it out. I did good. Got a good backlash. So pulling it back. Get where you can see this here. Pulling it back. It's gonna be about a straight line there. I'm gonna hold this out of the way and reel old pink pig back up. All right. You kind of want a little loose. Your next cast, you'll fix your issue. So if you're doing this a lot and you're backlashing a lot, it's simple. Your rod's adjusted wrong. Now I'm gonna show you how to adjust your rod, because like I said, I'm not the best at this. Let me get away from my camera. I'm not the best at this, but I know how to do it. Oh, it's all on how you set it up to your bait. Now I always watch, every time I switch a bait, I change it. So I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit. Still too loose. Still too loose. I loosened it a lot. Let's just do that. All right, it's tight. I've got this top adjustment here to where my lure is not moving at all. Now I'm going to slowly unscrew it until it moves. So I'm just going to take a few times. It seems all right. Now I'm going to go over here to my setting on my baitcaster. I'm going to start at halfway. Halfway line. If you go, actually, you know what, let's just turn it on max and I'll show you what it does. if you're learning how to use a bait caster, turn that thing on the max setting. You don't have to worry about that at all. You can just click it or hold your line. If you notice here, I'm in a straight line. Everything should cast fine. I'm just gonna flop it out there. Now, if you notice, still tight. My lure went about 10 feet. It's because it's so tight. Now, you should be able to cast this pole all day long. Not going very far, but you'll never have a backlash. Now, what you do from that point, loosen it up a little bit. Halfway. Check your drop. Drops nice and slow. I'm trying to get this where you can see it, guys. Drops nice and slow, real slow drop. Halfway between minimum and maximum on my bait caster setting. So now I'm gonna cast it and actually try to cast it. All right, so really good cast. No backlash at all. So I probably got about a 20-yard cast out of that. So that kind of tells me I'm a little too tight up here. So I'm gonna lighten this up about 3/4 of the way off. I usually go all the way to minimum and I go back 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. So right here, I got a nice tight line. I'm getting to where I'm adjusted right. And this is all it takes. It takes a lot longer to explain it than it does to actually just do it. So I'm gonna throw it out there again. Real nice, real nice, real nice cast. So that's all it takes. Now I'm gonna show you how easy it is to backlash if you're not adjusted properly. Saw how I had it adjusted there. Now it was really good how I have it now. I'm gonna take this back up and go 1 click from minimum. I'm gonna loosen this a little bit. Just, I mean, watch, that much. So I'm gonna fling it. Here we go. So if you notice that one right there, you see how it kind of unspooled just this portion? It's because I really ripped it out there. Now what that's telling me is this is spinning too fast. So pulled it till it's straight. You see that? Pulled it till it's straight right there. You see that's a nice straight line. So it's all about how you adjust your rod. It's not you. I'd love to tell you it's you, but it's not you. If you don't know how to properly adjust your rod, it can be difficult. I'm trying to help you people who don't know how. So I'm gonna try it again. You know, let's just go loose. I'm gonna go about halfway because I know that's where I want to be. There we go. Just where it'll reel in. And drop it down. That's kind of fast, and you can feel it right here. It starts kind of chugging on itself. Once it gets about halfway down, you feel your rod start. You want to tighten it to where it does not do that, just like that. So now what I'm going to do, about halfway. That's a beautiful cast. If you're out there backlashing and you know you can't figure out what's going on, you think it's the bait caster, you think it's the pole. It's not. It's just how you have it adjusted. I like to try out different things. I like to learn stuff. So any little tip that I can pass on to you guys, I would love to try to do so. Hopefully I can help some of you guys out. If you have a Black Max Abu Garcia or a you know, any lower end bait caster, hopefully this will help you guys not get so many backlashes. This is the best thing you can do. Also, I'm just gonna let's see if I can set up a little target practice for you here. You know, I just try to hit it. And as you can see, I'm not the greatest at it. But you know what? I catch fish. I always catch fish. And I always have a good time doing it. But coolest thing about fishing for fun is there's never a trophy. You never win any money. You're just out there doing it for fun. So go out there and practice with your bait caster, you know? Practice, practice, practice. They say practice makes perfect. So, you know, run the right line, set your bait caster up properly, and you will have a good day fishing. Like I said, we're thankful to be able to go out every day and you know, not only live our lives, but get to catch some fish and enjoy the beautiful outdoors. All right, guys, thanks for watching. That's all I have for today. Stay tuned because I randomly upload videos as much as I can. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them below, subscribe, and have a great day.